Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice. Because today is Friday. And we will be doing another episode of Frightful Fridays. I usually have this thing out before this, but this week I've been dealing with my knee and lots of pain, so I've been finding it hard to do other stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so the movie we're doing this week is The Others, a 2001 movie starring Nicole Kidman. Now, I remember seeing this movie in the theater when it came out, and I was just not in the mood to go searching for a movie and that I wanted to see. Hadn't seen this one in obviously over 20 years, so I thought I'd rewatch it and see what I thought. So basically what this movie is about is it is set in England in the mid to latter stages of 1945, the end of World War II. Nicole Kidman plays a mother of two children, a young girl and a young boy, whose husband is off fighting the war, and they don't know whether he's alive or dead. They haven't heard from him. And at the very beginning of the movie, you've got these three like servant type butlers that are approaching the house because the lady needs some new help, because a week before the help had just left without any notice. They just up and left, didn't get the paycheck, didn't do anything, so she needed help. And you slowly begin to understand there's something really weird about this house, or about this woman. There is a rule that she has that you cannot go through one door. If you go through a door, you have to unlock the door, go through it, close it, lock it, and do that before you get to the next one. Their daughter she's photo something. It's, she can't be in the sun, so you have to keep drapes closed in certain areas where the daughter is so she won't get sick or burn or something like that. It sort of sounds like people who have disease. They'll I can't remember the name of the disease right now, but they'd burn underneath the sun, it sounds like. But and it is kind of you find out this is kind of a ghost story, because the daughter is talking about how she sees a ghost, a young boy by the name of Victor. And at first the mom is no, this is not, they're very I'm assuming Catholic, because she's studying for her. They say the rosary, and they're saying getting ready for it. Looks like their first communion. Or the daughters, and so she's just she's not believing it. She doesn't believe that type of stuff, and then slowly you start to see that the child might be right, and the mother is beginning to think, there's something going on. And then there's also something really weird about the help. And this isn't your regular type of ghost story. This is kind of a slower. It's a more character study of the mother, because there's something a little off about the mother, up here, and just the way she acts, the way she deals with stuff, and her relationship with the kids. There's something going on with the three helpers, and it's a slow kind of a, not everything like a lot of these movies, everything just happens right away. This is just boom, boom. Later something else happens, and then you go back to seeing what the normal everyday stuff, and then it comes to the conclusion, and this is one with a giant twist at the end. I'm not going to do anything to say anything to reveal the twist, but this is more of a, you've heard of a slow burn, this is a slow burn. It's more of a kind of suspense type thing, psychological thriller type horror than it would be of just, let's just have a bunch of, ghosts and a bunch of killings and all that stuff. None of that stuff. But it all wraps up really nicely at the end with this kind of freaky, like, holy shit moment. So, excuse me. I found it interesting to see it looking back at it after, having seen it, 23, 24 years ago, and knowing the ending. It really didn't change much of it, because I was just looking for different clues as to, how it was going to end. But I just didn't remember enough of seeing it the first time to see if it had changed. But there might have been some, but it's more of a what's going on type of thing, and if you understand what I'm saying, it's not let's leave a bunch of different clues. It's just it's building everything up, saying seeing how these people deal with thinking that there's ghosts in the house and all that. So I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not one of my not ever going to be one of my favorite horror movies, but I'd give it a good 3.75, between 3.75 and 4.0. Just basically due to its slowness, they could have put a little bit more in there. But other than that, I'd say pick it up, because it was wonderfully acted. The kids do a great job, because they've got this these two, especially for their age, the daughter and son are very young children, and they just do a fantastic job in portraying their roles. And Nicole Kidman played, obviously she's a great actress, she did a really good job on her role, but her role was kind of a little odd. But I think the head helper lady, I don't want to say servant, because they're hired hands, but she was really kind of spooky. So they all did a really good job. well written, even though it was, meant to be a slower type of movie. But yeah, I'm gonna give this I'll just give it a 3.75, just because it takes a little time to get going. But just thought I'd bring this up, let you give it a good recommendation, and let me know in the comments below if you saw it and what you thought of it. And it's on Prime. That's where I watched it, and it's one of the ones where you don't have to pay to rent or buy. So it's just all right. Let me know what you thought of it. Like, subscribe, possibly share, and most of all, enjoy your horror movies.